Hey, what's up? So today we're talking about a popular game that is starting to decrease but is slowly coming back up again. And that is Fortnite. Now Fortnite is starting to get better, but over the last year it has slowly been getting worse and worse over time. And I'm going to be saying what has happened. So, apologies about the hair. Hairdressers is still not open, and that's besides the point. So, I was having a look at a couple of my favourite streamers from their YouTube channels over the past years. And I had a look from their most recent video on Fortnite and and a video from exactly 1 year ago, or maybe not exactly a year ago, but around a year ago. And I looked at ninjas for the big example here. So first things first, the first thing I noticed was that a year ago, all he uploaded was Fortnite, which it was a massive game then. But now he's uploading like Warzone, Valorant, and Fortnite, which are 3 games that isn't just the one game, which is different to a year ago where all he uploaded, like 99% of the time, was Fortnite. And that is something that I have really noticed between all streamers, really. I mean, Cypher, he's uploading some of the content on his YouTube, which up until now he didn't do, or if he did do it, it was really rare. But he started uploading Valorant, Warzone onto his second channel, I believe it is, but it's still his YouTube channel. So I had a look on Ninja's stream, not his stream, his YouTube channel, at 1 year ago. And one of the videos I watched was the first 10 seconds. He's always had a little clip, okay? He always used to add in a little clip of his best moment from that video. And it was one where he hit a 240-meter sniper, I believe it was. And he was just having a joke with Tim the Tapman. And he hit a snipe, and he was really hyped that he hit it. And then I went on to his most recent video, and I realised it was shouting out his skin, and that, that doesn't really count because you've got to be boosted to sell out your own stuff. So I went on to the video before that, and do you know what the first 10 seconds was? It wasn't him hitting an incredible snipe. It wasn't him getting a kill. It wasn't him even getting the win. It was him saying about how bad the communication with Epic is. The time has changed considerably from that 1 year ago, where your best bit of the video was hitting an incredible snipe or getting a really good kill or getting the win. The best bit of the video is talking about how bad Fortnite's doing. That just doesn't say that Fortnite is doing that well compared to what it used to. It's doing well to what it is at the moment, but compared to what it was, it's awful. It's nothing like it was. Now, I know I'm comparing this to when Fortnite was at its peak. So what I did, I found a video from 2 years ago, which Fortnite was not at its peak. It was at around about the same level of player base and the amount of players as it is now. Okay, it had a little bit more, but it was still very, very similar. So I had a look at that. Do you know what it was? He got a really insane kill and a trick shot of that. And he was hyped about it. And even if you just look at a random video, not even the first 10 seconds of it, the whole video. If you look at his videos from like a year ago or 2 years ago, whatever, and you watch one of his videos, he gets the win on it. He's so excited. He's hyped. He could have like thousands of wins, and he was still getting hyped. Okay, maybe not thousands. That was fairly recent when he got thousands and thousands of wins. That was within the last year. But you get the point. He had a lot of wins, yet he was still getting hyped every time he got the win. But now, he gets the win, and all he says is, let's go. It's not even that hyped, the let's go. It's like, let's go, baby. And that's it. That's it. On to the next game. Like, he's not that excited when he gets the win. Which, to me, it should be like that all the time, where you are excited. You're happy you've got the win. It's like if you go on to a new season, you're really hyped for it. It comes out, there's a load of new stuff. You're hyped when you get your first few wins of the season, but then your hype just starts decreasing over time because there's no updates coming to the game, stuff like that. The communication's awful. There's no patch notes. You have to find it out yourself. And if you're a competitive player, you're going into a tournament without knowing what's going to happen, without knowing the patch notes. And that's not what people want. People want to know exactly what they're getting into. They want to be able to go into, like, for example, creative mode and practice with their friend or their duo partner or someone else that they'll be playing solos against, but, just to see what it's like against them, 1v1 them with the new recent weapon or the new changes to the heavy snipers or whatever. And even if you think of it, content-wise, it's gone down. But even if you think about the way the weapons work, if you listen to the OG Scar sound and then the Scar sound now, the OG Scar sound sounds a lot cooler than what it is now. Okay, fair enough, the one now sounds more realistic, but Fortnite isn't supposed to be realistic. When is it you pull out a load of blueprints and you can just build 90s and stuff? You don't. That's just not what happens. It's not a realistic game. The graphics are pretty cartoony. So for them to make the sounds realistic, it's not what people want. I like the idea of the new Victory Royale. Like the sign on it. Wait, you have the slow motion for a couple of seconds. But it's not hype. Like, it's really cool, but there is no reason to get wins or kills or whatever. There needs to be a reason for you to want to play the game. The skill-based matchmaking has ruined Fortnite. Like, if you think about it, before skill-based matchmaking, like Season 9, whatever, a year ago, okay, I keep going to a year ago, that is because a year ago, Fortnite was at its best, in my opinion. Before Season X. Season X was the downfall of Fortnite, by far. Like, from then, it just keeps going down. We have too much content to too little content. We need to be in the middle, the perfect amount. Back in Season 8 and 9, there was weekly updates, but they weren't game-changing every week. It wasn't a new POI every week. It was just a slight change, a new weapon, a new item, a vaulting, an unvaulting, something like that. Every week there was something different. And if there wasn't content-wise, there was something fixed. It was like, if you look at over the last few weeks, or the last months, the Kingsman umbrella was introduced. Do you know how many times it's been vaulted to try and fix it? 29 times. It has been vaulted for changes 29 times. That has never been seen before. They need to take that item away until it is fixed. Like, if you think about it, the last time there was something really groundbreaking, like a massive bug that was an issue, it was probably the pickaxe back in, I think it was Season 9. There was this one pickaxe, I can't remember which one it was. It did like 80 damage with this bug, if you did it right every time. And it was groundbreaking. So what did Epic do? They removed the pickaxe for 3 days. Brought it back, not once has it had that bug again. The Kingsman umbrella, they've taken it away for a couple of hours and put it back in. It's had the issue 29 times. I would rather have something removed for a couple of days and have it completely fixed than removed for a couple of hours every couple of days because there's a massive issue. They did it with grenades back in Season 1. Chapter 2, Season 1. They had an issue, they took it away, they brought it back. They took it away, they brought it back. And, okay, fair enough, it was fixed after the 12th time. This time, the Kingsman umbrella has been taken away 29 times. Either vault the item completely or fix the item completely. We don't want something broken all the time. And even when it said the Kingsman umbrella has been removed, will be back at such and such time, it was still in the game. You could still find it. That's probably what the issue was. And that's not just it, okay? That's not just it. If you look at Season 9, okay, people were having fun. People were casually playing the game. You had the likes of Tim, courage. They were just playing the game with their friends. Dr. Lupo was there, Ninja was there. They were trolling each other. Now, chapter 2, if you go into normal pubs and you're a good level, you can't troll each other because you're too busy having a massive build fight or a box fight or whatever, just trying to win the game and having to put the same amount of effort you would put on competitive in your public game. Who wants to do that? Your public game should be what you should have fun with. Like back in the old days where, you had that little beef, the fake beef, jokey kind of thing against Dr. Lupo and Ninja. You have the two, if you remember the clip, Ninja fell down the wall, he used his last build to save himself. And then Dr. Lupo, he threw down a singular wood. Ninja jumped for it and died. It was fun, it was a joke. If you did that now, you have lost the game. Okay? There was no coming back. You had no chance at all. You can't troll in 2020 on Fortnite. If you do, goodbye for your wins. That's just it. There is no memes anymore. There is no playing. There's no casual. If you want to play the game, you have to sweat. If you want to be good at the game, if you want to just play casually, you can't. That's done. Skill-based matchmakers done. And even if you play on squads, which we don't know if skill-based matchmaking has been removed or just tweaked, you still have to sweat. There are still really sweaty squads in there. They need to make a game mode or something that has no skill-based matchmaking at all. And we know it has no skill-based matchmaking. So we can have the fun things. But even if we could do that, we can't because there are no troll items in the game. There are nothing we can use to troll. All the fun items have been removed. The only fun item we have now is the umbrella. The item been removed. And do you know why it's a fun item? Because it's literally useless. You cannot do a single thing. I'm going to go and see what that is. I'm very confused. Not a clue. But yeah, you get the point. It's a very boring game. It's very sweaty now. There are no thing. There is no thing. There is nothing you can use as a joke anymore. The bushes have been removed, the item-wise. So that's not even that. The only thing you really can use is the boxes, which people don't care about because they know if they use it, you've lost the game because you need those heals or that extra item. You don't really have this time for joking in Fortnite anymore. And to me, that was a really good thing to have. I liked having that jokey item where you could troll your friends or something. But how can you troll your friends with a box? Throw it on them. Woo, it bounces off them. No, the only thing we've had recently that is like that is the snowman, which they can just jump out of it in about a millisecond, so it's useless. It's kind of sad in a way because this was everyone's favourite game, really. I mean, if you go back in the day, everyone played this game. You look on your friends list, there was at least 20 people there just playing. If you had that many people, everyone always wanted to play the game. But now if you look at your friends list, how many people are there? 1, 2, maybe 3? How often do you have your full squad anymore? How often do you see the boys you used to play with back in season 3 and 4? How many of them still play the game? You could have had back in the day, you could have played with so many different people. How many of those people still want to play? How many people still are good? And even if you are good, and you were playing it last season, or the very start of the season, you got really good skill-based matchmaking, and you left for the rest of the season. 3 months. And you come back now, not knowing a lot of the mechanics and stuff, because there's been some changes, or you've forgotten how to be good, or you're not as good as what you used to be. Over the 3 months, you've You know, it's what you would do. You'd slowly decrease in your skill level. But the skill-based matchmaker doesn't decrease, it stays at the same level. So where you are is not where your skill-based matchmaking is. You're going to get dunked on, which was the reason they added skill-based matchmaking to start with. So the only way for you to really get good again is to play squads. But it's hard to play squads on your own. And you think, just get a squad. How many people play Fortnite now? I know I'm basically play with one other person all the time. I know I could play with that one person every day. That's one person, and that's because me and him both really like the game. But he's only recently got back because I wanted him to. I'm the reason he got back to the game, because I was still playing it. And I wanted one of my best friends to come on with me. So I asked him to try it out. He did, and he liked it. And he's still playing with me. And that's Brad. You know, he'd left for 2 years, pretty much. There's that noise again. I'm starting to go insane by that noise. But yeah, you get the point. You know, I managed to get him back because I wanted someone to play with, because no one was playing. And you know what? You might think me selfish for wanting that. But that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to play with him. But yeah, I'll see you. I feel like this video is now going on for a long time. Just me rabbiting on about what I want. And I want Fortnite to come back to that old game that we used to play. We used to love. Everyone used to play it. And I want that kind of thing back. But anyway, thank you very much guys for watching. I am going to go now. Let you get on with the rest of your day. If you have made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. And I'm not going to make these videos often where I just moan about the state of things or such and such. But I feel like it was needed to try and say it. Because, you know, people don't say what's on their mind anymore. Because they're scared about what people are going to say. Or they don't want people knowing that they played the game. I couldn't care less what people think about me. You hate me, I don't care, I hate me too. You could say what you want, really. I'll probably agree with you, but you know. So thank you very much guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.